Bless you. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Miss Olga. Thank you. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, come on in. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody today? Happy Tuesday. It's a Tuesday today. Come on in and say hello when you come in. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back. Finally we're back. Howdy, Miss Donna. This is a heat wood burner tool, Miss Olga. And this heat seals your mesh to help to keep the fraying down. Good evening, Miss Sharon. When you have something that really frays a lot, if you use the wood burning tool on it, it kind of melts the edges of your mesh so it doesn't fray so much. And this is one mesh will really fray a lot with all these different fibers in it. Hey, Miss Stacy. Howdy, Miss Pam. How are you feeling? We missed you last week. Howdy, Miss Cassandra. Hello, hello, Miss Kim. Come on in and say hello, everybody. You know you missed me. You missed me while I was gone. So we survived. You're very welcome, Miss Olga. Please don't hesitate to ask any and all questions. I do not mind answering any questions. And if I can't answer them because I do not profess to know everything there is to know about wreathing business, but I can definitely let you know what I know. And I don't mind answering, showing, redoing, retelling as many times as need to be told. Howdy, Miss Carol. Yay, Pam, I'm glad you're feeling good. Finally get rid of all the ick. Yes, ma'am, Miss Donna, I'm cutting them at 10 inches. So this is 10-inch mesh, and we are cutting by 10 inches, so they're perfect 10 by 10 squares. I was trying to get a little bit done ahead of time so I wouldn't have so much to do. Good afternoon, Miss Patricia. So we are going to use our Dollar Tree bicycle frame. Speaking of Miss Patricia on here, she has made our sign for today. It says, "Oh, my stripes and stars." You can find this over at wreathsigndesigns.com. She's the one that made this pretty today. She made them last year, but she still made them, so you can find some there. We have got, good afternoon, Miss Kathy. I've got 4 zip ties per each spoke. So there we've got 12 times, we've got 48 zip ties all together. So we're going to use 2 pieces of mesh per zip tie. So we're going to need about 96 pieces of mesh. But I may not use double mesh when I come towards the center, but we'll see. I had a lot of people asking after I did my last sale about the bicycle frame, saying they wouldn't even know what to do with them. So we're going to show you how to do something fun and cute on a bicycle frame, and it's very easy. And you do not have to heat seal, but it just helps with the frame. So what's everybody doing? How's everybody been? I missed you guys last week. We survived the ice storm. It hung around until Friday afternoon, all the ice on the ground. It came in Monday and then just kept coming and coming and coming. It'd come in waves of freezing rain and sleet. And then it'd melt a little bit. And then it will refreeze. So yeah, we had not fun internet connection around here. Then my fiber line did not like all that ice. It's still available. Yay! Awesome. Oh, so cool. Miss Patricia did let us know that her discount for us over there at wreathsigndesigns.com. That's charms, CHARMS. You can use it for 20% off all her beautiful creations. And she does do some beautiful signs over there. So definitely go check them out. I've got lots and lots of her signs that we've used. Thank you, Miss Patricia, for the 200 stars. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the stars. Hey, Miss Kim. Kathy's working on an Easter wreath. Yep, it is that time to start working on Easter. But I wanted to show this bicycle wheel. And I knew I was going to need a lot of mesh. And I had 3 rolls of this laying around. So I was like, never too early to work on Patriotic. Patriotic always sells around here anyways, no matter what time of the year it is. Howdy, Miss Faye. So what's everybody doing? What's our wins lately? Come on, ladies, let's celebrate our wins. Everybody needs a win. What is the name of our website again? I missed it. Miss Patricia, can you put your website on here? If not, I will type it in there if you're not still here. But it is wreathsigndesigns.com. Let's see if she's still here. Hey, Miss Kelly. It is really nice to see you too, sweetheart. Glad to see you here today. It is an 8-inch sign, Miss Kim. So we got wreath. There she goes. She got it. All right. So there is the link directly to her website. Hello, Miss Tamona. How's my friend? Hey, Miss Julie. So this is an 8-inch sign that we have today. Super cute. I may have to redo one of my unique and decorative flowers. Yes. So this is an easy petal technique for beginners, which is me on flowers. I haven't done a lot of flower work, so I consider myself a really big newbie when it comes to the flowers. And so this petal really works well for somebody who's not used to doing them. I'm awesome, Miss Timona. Thank you so much. Faye is down with your back. Oh no, Miss Faye, prayers for quick healing. I have ordered signs from Patricia and they came out wonderful. Yes, Miss Cassandra, she does great work. Aw, thank you, Miss Simona. I missed you guys too. She said it was definitely no fun playing in that ice. Not that I played in it. I stayed under my blankie. Nice and warm. That's for sure. Julie says she loves her signs from Miss Patricia. How can you not love your signs from Miss Patricia? Carol's recovering from my mini stroke. Oh no, Miss Carol. Prayers you are doing so much better. And prayers for continued healing. We are just cutting off just the beginning of this just to make a nice straight line. See what I said about this fraying a lot? So this mesh is from Hobby Lobby. It's not one of the better ones because of that reason. It does fray a ton. But if you heat seal it, it does help that problem. And you don't get those frays on the ends. So we're going to talk about wins. Who has good wins from last week? Hey, Miss Babs. We like everybody to enjoy everybody's wins and congratulate us. And it doesn't matter how big or how small, a win's a win. Hey, Miss Dorothy. Howdy, Miss Kristen. Thank you, Miss Timona. My win is my son passed his driver's test. So I don't know if that's a good win or a bad win, but it's a win for him. So in 3 weeks, on February 27th, he will be allowed to be let loose in a vehicle by himself. So if you're around town, don't be on the streets that day. I'm just kidding. He's a really good driver. Really good. Well, we have the driving test done, sealed, and delivered. We just got to deliver it to the DMV to make it all official in the law books and all that good stuff. I will, Miss Faye. He is super excited. Aw, thank you, Miss Dorothy. Hello, Miss Susie. How's Speedy doing? He is growing way too fast. If y'all haven't checked out S&J Creations from Miss Susie in Denmark, she's got this adorable little bird that she's been hand feeding, Mr. Speedy, and he's been growing and growing. So go check her out. And check out Speedy. He's too cute. I don't know if it's awesome or not, Miss Patricia. He says it's awesome. Mama still don't know if it's awesome. But he made me let him drive to school this morning. He said, Mom, I've got 3 weeks. I'm going to start driving. He drives me home every day from school to get his driving in. But in the morning times, he's usually, you can drive, Mom, I'm tired. But this morning, he was like, yeah, no, Mom, I need to drive because I need to make sure I know the route to school. And that way, when it comes time, I can drive myself. So he's already got that down planning and had to learn to drive the directions. He knew them mostly. He was just unsure of which turn to turn, so he's making sure he knew. I was like, yeah, it's already started. Trying to get my 19-year-old to get his too, but he says, you can drive me. That's my older one, Miss Olga. My Austin is the same way. He didn't care less about driving. Or he doesn't act like he cares less about driving. That's for sure. So yeah. He just comes and gets in the car when we go. That's what he does. We are making a roll petal on a bicycle Dollar Tree frame today, Miss Dorothy. We are cutting our mesh at 10 inches by 10 inches. When I glitter the butterfly body, can I use regular glue? I don't see why not. Mod Podge would be easier because you need to make sure you glue it when you put the glitter on, and then glue it again after you get the glitter on, Miss Pam, so that way the glitter doesn't come off. You can get a bottle of Mod Podge from Dollar Tree. So you don't have to go to the craft store or whatnot to get it. Or, you know, of course, you can get it from Amazon. They can deliver it to your door. But if you buy a Dollar Tree too, next time you're in there, they do sell small bottles of Mod Podge in there. Do I have any challenge fans on here? Anybody like to watch the challenge that's on MTV? Haley has already downloaded the driver handbook to study. She can take her permit test in May when she turns 14. Is she at 14 she can take her permit test? If I had to do it, Miss Kim, you have to do it. So, yeah. Matthew couldn't take a permit test till he was 15. Dorothy watched Amazing Race. Pam, you watch it? Did you watch season 37? Spies, Lies, and Allies. I think that is quickly becoming one of my favorite seasons. I am in love with Emmy. She was from Romania. So all I can hear in my head is her song, I'm an alien, I'm an alien. And I do not own the rights to that music whatsoever. So they finally got all the episodes of season 38, where I can watch it now. So I just started 38 today. It's called The Challenge, Dorothy. Hey, Miss Joan. This isn't my first rodeo. I've already taught one to drive. She is wanting to take driver's ed this summer, as it's only offered as a summer course. Awesome. Why is it only offered in the summer? Is it through the high school? See, I went the route of doing driver's ed because I didn't want to teach my children how to drive, because I knew Mom couldn't handle it, right? So we paid for driver's ed. And I still wound up doing most of it anyways, because he had one driving lesson a month, because he had to wait 6 months from the time he got his permit till he could get his real license. So I still wound up having to do it all, it seems like, anyways. I didn't have to do the parallel parking. They did that. The only thing I'm watching now is Yellowstone. I need to get caught up on Yellowstone. I haven't watched a few seasons. There's a couple of seasons I've got to catch up on. Hello, Miss LaDonna. How are you feeling, my friend? Are you feeling any better? Thank you for sprinkling the charms, Miss LaDonna. I appreciate that. CT's my friend. I like CT. CT's the GOAT. He is my number one. I am awesome, Miss Robin. How are you today? I took it in high school. I took it. It wasn't offered through the school for me. You're back at work. Oh, so how's the shoulder today? Thank you, Timona, for sprinkling the charms. I am awesome, Miss Nancy. How are you today? All right, so if my calculations are correct, which I never verify all my calculations because I just cut. I should have 72 pieces cut, and I need 96. So I need, we're going to cut this piece right here because that's not a very pretty piece. So I've got 72, so I need 24 more. Hey, Miss Kathy. Right? We had to definitely cut that piece off, make it pretty. Are you going to cut your arm off? You any luck getting into the doctor? When I took it a long time ago, it was offered as an elective class during the school day. Now the school only offers it in the summer. See, our schools don't even offer it anymore. Our school offered it when I was in high school, but I didn't want to take it through the school, and I took it through an actual driving school. But ours don't even offer it anymore. Thank you, Melodonna. This is Hobby Lobby mesh. I'm hoping my grandson, who is currently 9, will be able to drive. His doctors are saying his vision won't be good enough to drive a car. Oh, well, prayers that those doctors are wrong, Miss Jill. If you believe in the power of prayers, let's keep Miss Jill's grandson in your prayers, and let's lift him up and get them eyesight healed so he will be able to enjoy driving a car. Thank you, Faye, for sprinkling the charms. Has it warmed up in Texas yet? Yes. We were at 70 degrees over the weekend. And now we've got another cold front coming in today. But it's only going to be 50s, high in the 50s. And nighttime lows are going to be in the 30s. Pam, he used to not be the good guy. CT used to be the bad guy. In the beginning, I went back and rewatched all the previous episodes of the challenge, and he was not a good guy back then. Waiting on workman's comp. Ugh. This is a glass cutting mat, Jill. It came from Hobby Lobby over in the scrapbooking section. It has the lines already on it, the inches, and everything's already put on there for you. But it is a glass cutting mat, so that way your heat burner does not mess up your big mat. Oh God, I am in Haltom City, Texas, which is right outside of Fort Worth. You're welcome, Miss Jill. We drove since we were kids. I can remember 92. So I drove with my grandfather. Yeah, it's raining right now, Miss Dorothy. We're just going to keep cutting because I'm not really sure what number I'm on. It's 70. And 70 in Longview. You must not have gotten your cold front hit there yet because it is down to 54 right now. We hit our high at 7 o'clock this morning. It was 61 when I took Matthew to school this morning. And it has steadily gone down from then. And now we got all yucky rain. It's supposed to rain for the next 3 days, I think. Exactly, Pam. You can get them half price, so keep an eye on them. They were $14.99. So keep a watch, and when they do their half price sale, I got it for half price at like $7.99, so it was $8. And it is, I love it because it's got the actual measurements on the cutting board. So then I don't have to worry about seeing my lines and all that underneath a piece of glass. But any kind of piece of glass will work to cut your mesh on, as long as it is a tempered glass, so it won't shatter to heat. I haven't started Yellowstone yet. We've watched all of 1883 and now watching 1920. I haven't watched any of those. There you go, LaDonna. See? That works. That works just as well to do it that way, too. I mean, you can do an old refrigerator shelf. You can do a glass out of the microwave. That'll work. We're going to put this aside because I'm not sure how many I cut. And hopefully we got enough. If not, we can cut more. Should be getting rain in about 5. Yep, it's on its way because it's already here. snowing from Albuquerque and Klein's Corner coming this way. Oh, well, stay warm, Miss LaDonna. 1883 is really good, if you say so. Hey, Miss Ruth. We're going to use our roll. This is just the inside roll over mesh. So we all have one of these handy, right? And to not use it out of the mesh that you cut. 4 on each rung, LaDonna. And we are going to put these curls up. And we're going to turn these diagonally. And we're going to keep our factory edge on the same side each and every time. Let's make our midpoint on our roll here. That just keeps me straight if I got a midpoint. You're welcome, LaDonna. And I'm going to put the corner of our mesh right at our midpoint, and we're just going to roll diagonally, corner to corner. Just roll that right straight up. I'm going to take out our paper center. We're going to fold this in half to where our 2 points are even, and then we're going to clip that. You're welcome. And we're going to grab our next piece of mesh, and since these are tri-colored, I'm going to try and keep my red on this outside, so that way they all roll up the same. And we're going to do 2 pieces of mesh per zip tie. Now we're just going to fold this up, make sure our corners match. Now we're going to do petal to petal. So we got 4 together. And then we're going to put this on the outer zip tie on any one. And we're going to put it in about a fingertip's length, about half an inch. So just make sure you put it in the same way all the way around. And we're going to do this on every spoke. Dorothy, you can do this. This one's nice and easy. Nice and easy. I've got 4 zip ties per spoke. And we're going to do 2 pieces of mesh per zip tie. So that's going to be 8 per spoke. Yep, only 4 zip ties. Oh, it's in Midland, Texas. I know there. I know where Midland's at. Never been there, but I know where it's at. And we're just going to push this right into our next zip tie. As you can see, my stash over here is growing. I'm getting my table ready for the live sale this weekend. So about 4 o'clock Central Standard Time on Saturday, we will have our next live sale. So we have lots of goodies already hanging out over here, getting ready for our sale. Whoop, whoop. So we'll have some good prices if you want to come join us. Hang out. Big Daddy will be our Vanna White again. But he says I can't do a 4-hour sale again. We're doing what I call a sunburst with the roll petal, Miss Nancy. Ooh, Dorsey's ready for another sale. I'm working on some kits for the sale. So I'll have a few more than I had last time because those seem to go over pretty well. Do you send out text alert or notifications when you're going live? They are through Facebook. If you follow my page and turn on the live notifications, then you will get notified when I go live through Facebook. That's the only one. Yes, it will go much faster. No 4 hours this time. Big Daddy says no 4 hours this time. That was more than he wanted to do. I have to take into consideration my helper. I don't like the way that rolled up. Make sure she's available. Because I have somebody that, Miss Nancy, helps me. I don't like that piece. We may have to cut another one to replace that one because I don't like that one. Thank you, Miss Olga. Oh, I definitely have got some good stuff this tomorrow. If you can make it, you ought to be here. You see the piles of ribbons I've got over there, full 50-yard rolls of ribbons. I've got a lot of signs. I've got some more mesh. I'm going to have some kits. And I've got some plush sets. I've got some different crafting items. There's things that I've got that I will never use. So it doesn't always be all wreath items. It could be different crafting items too. Are you going to do a supporter preview on Thursday? Yes, Kim. Since we don't have a project in the supporter group this week, we are going to do a preview. Supporters get first pick of any of the goodies. All right, Miss Nancy, we'll be here. It's going to take some time. Red goes on that corner. I may have to have a sale. Might be sitting somewhere in the house. Well, then just put it outside. Just take a couple of boxes of stuff, you know, Christmas, fall, and you sit it outside. And then you can bring more in the house. Because you take some out, you can bring more in, right? Isn't that how it works? Hey, Michaela. And I'm just in time. I did. I threw it across the floor. Because I didn't like the way it was messing with me. It wasn't playing nice, so if things don't play nice, they get thrown across the floor. There you go. Definitely need a studio. Stacy still has her Sam's Club. I went to Sam's this weekend and they still didn't have any ribbon. We looked, and even Big Daddy went and looked. He's like, I don't see none. I'm like, hey, you just telling me that. He says, no, I don't see any. So I make him go up and down each aisle just to make sure that we don't see none. And there's some of those I want, so I'm getting highly aggravated. They need to get my supply in so I can go see it. LaDonna, my master of disaster, runs with it every day. I am chasing him down 3 or 4 times a day to get my ribbon away from him. Because he has gotten it off my rack. And he thinks it's funny to grab it. And he thinks it's a game. I'll have to do that next time. Nope, I looked at the front door, Miss Dorothy, to make sure that I wasn't missing it. So we always have to stop and oogle at the front door because he wants a 75-inch TV. So he keeps watching the prices on those. So every time we go in, we have to stand there by the front door while he looks. And that gives me plenty of time to check by the front door and see if my ribbon's there. And in the last, it has not. I will definitely ask next time I'm in there if I don't see it. Chopper loves it and ribbon. Yes, LaDonna. He does too. He'll take off. I'll yell at him to drop it. And he runs from this side of the house to the other side of the house. And then he just turns around and looks at me with it in his mouth. Like, what you gonna do now? I'm like, seriously? You're asking me what I'm gonna do now? Put it down before you get hurt. I swear he's smiling. If a dog can smile, he's smiling as he grabs my stuff and runs off with it. 96, Nancy. Your Walmart has expensive ribbons, LaDonna? They put the ribbon in with the spring summer stuff in the aisles rather than up front this time. Oh, a TV? Now there are some expensive ones. Now he wants one of them big ones. He says he's not getting old. That he just needs a bigger TV. He doesn't need glasses. He needs a bigger TV. So that's why that's his way of getting the bigger TV. Oh, that's not bad. Less than 600. I think the one, it's a Vizio that he's looking at Sam's. It's like $6.49 or something. That's not too bad. Miss Nancy, did you get your grill? Did you get it and get home? Miss Connie, which one of those wreath rails were you looking for Valentine's from Dollar Tree? I saw them at the Dollar Tree on Roof Snow yesterday. See, my days are already running together. We stopped by there as I was taking Matthew back to school. Yes, my weird child. Weird child, right? Go pick him up. Early dismissal, right? So he can go take his driver's test. And this kid wants to go back to school when he's done. Instead of just taking the rest of the afternoon off, he wants to go back to school. What kid does that? I was like, seriously, you want to go back to school? And he was like, yeah, we missed all last week. I said, so? Everybody missed last week. Not like you missed last week and now you're going to miss more. Everybody missed last week because school was closed because of the ice. Yeah, I know. Whatever, kid. Yeah. Only my kid wants to go back to school after being dismissed. Hey, Miss Peggy, we are doing a sunburst roll petal on a Dollar Tree bicycle wreath frame. And I will have some bicycle frames if you don't have any or can't find them in the sale on Saturday. One more, and then we'll have the outer row done. Wrestling has just ended. He did do wrestling. He wound up going the whole season. He only had one match out of the whole season, and he lost. But he did finish it all out, so now they are moving on to track. Wrestling is over. I was like, man, that was fast. It didn't take long for that season. I guess it's kind of a fill in the blank between football and track. So yeah, I had to buy them $50 wrestling shoes for one match. One. So, they better fit next year if he decides he's going to do it next year. Yeah, and I bought shoes. Exactly. I bought shoes for one match. So, yeah. There's our outside. It's going to be a nice big size. Look at this. Look how big this is. This is going to be about 28 inches in diameter. That is a good size. Look at that. How big that is? It's kind of like a pinwheel. Let's cut these zip ties off. I said the same thing, Nancy, when he told me it was over. I'm like, are you seriously telling me I bought shoes? He's like, well, I used them every day to work out in. Sure you did. Let's have new shoes to work out in. I've got a sign that we're going to put in the center, Miss LaDonna. This sign is from Miss Patricia over at wreathsigndesigns.com. It's an 8-inch sign, so we're going to put that right in the middle. If he's not going to do it next year, Dorothy, we might. But he says he's probably going to do it next year too, so at least it'll still work for next year. Not like the $150 football cleats that I have to replace every year. And I'm sad to say that I will only probably have one more pair of football cleats I'll have to buy. Just one more pair. He will be a senior next year. Where did I get what, Miss Peggy? Hey, Miss Carol. Right, so there's the outside done. Now we'll move into the inside. And we're just going to keep rolling up these petals. Toe. Try again, Miss Peggy. Are you talking about my zip gun cutter? This? Is that what you're asking? Where did I get that? It's a No Easy, and it came from Amazon. It was an actual gift from Miss Beth, one of my followers. But she got it off of Amazon. And it is awesome. Especially if you do lots of zip ties. Didn't my question come through? No, Connie. I just seen you say hello and that was it. Alright, so now we're going to put this again on the same rung as the next one. We're going to put it down about a ½ inch down below the one above it. And we're going to zip tie that baby on. So your next row is going to fill in your empty holes that you have behind you. So when you get them all together, because they're going to get shorter and shorter and fuller as we go down. So it's going to fill in that all around it. Hey, Miss Jamie. It took me a while to get the hang of using a zip tie cutter. I don't use it very often. So I'm still probably not using it correctly. But it definitely makes projects easier if you're using zip ties. Was it the Valentine looking for love and truck? Yes. It was a gnome, the truck. It may have said love. Or like the X's and O's. I didn't see any for St. Patrick or Easter, but I did see the Valentine's. It was the one on Roof Snow. Down in the shopping center with the Albertsons, I believe. Miss Ida, I will answer your message as soon as I get done with the live. Because I do not know right off the top of my head. But as soon as we get done, I will answer your message. I put 4 on each spoke. 4 zip ties per spoke. And there are 12 spokes, so there's 48 zip ties total. Hey, Luann. I use mine to tighten and cut. Yes, me too. I keep trying to remember to bring my pliers over so I can pull the zip tie tight with those, but I keep forgetting. I said I saw them yesterday and I thought about you, but I didn't have time to reach out to you to find out which ones you needed, or I would have grabbed them for you. Because I had to get Matthew back to school. And then I forgot the rest of the day. Then I had 47 other things on my mind, trying to finish this paperwork for the driving test and get all that squared away. And I completely forgot about it. My finger can't handle pulling zip ties. My hands do hurt after I do a bunch of them. And you don't really have to worry about the placements if you don't get them exactly where you want them, because on this you can move them up and down. So you can always move them and adjust them into the same right location to where you want them. If you don't get them in the exact same spot, if your OCD doesn't like that. And sometimes my OCD doesn't like it, and I have to go back and readjust. Matthew did awesome on his driving test, Miss Peggy. Thank you for asking, and thank you everybody for your well wishes and prayers that he made that. I just wanted to hope that he had got that. Yes, by Mid-Cities. That's it, Connie. I was like, you know, that road that goes to the Bechtel that I turn on every morning? And And then I'm supposed to teach Matthew how to drive to get somewhere, right? That's funny. Your Easter wreath is done. Woohoo! Go, Miss Kathy. I crocheted a lot in Florida. When your fingers just stopped hurting, I bet crocheting is hard on the fingers. That is something that I have never attempted since I was a little girl. And then it was only, pot holders and that type of thing. So, I mean, I didn't do anything but that big. Thank you, Miss Peggy. He's all excited. Super excited that he gets his real license in 3 weeks. He is now on the countdown. He is counting down the days. As yesterday, he was like, okay, how many days? That's why he made me let him drive him to school this morning. So he can start learning the route. Red goes on this side. And so at least that gives me 3 weeks to get everything in control. Or our P's and Q's done. I've already got him on my insurance. That's already done. That wasn't fun. Nobody wants to pay that bill. And then we've got to go register the car. Oh yes, he wants a truck, LaDonna. And he has been saving up all his money for a vehicle. So we told him that we would match whatever he has saved for a vehicle. So, but we have to go get parking permits from the school and get our vehicle registered. So it will be allowed to be parked in the student parking lot. Thank you, Luann. Make sure and turn in his grades for a discount. Oh, yes. I didn't even know about that. I did get the paperwork yesterday for at least a little discount because he actually took the the driver's ed school. So at least will get like 10% discount for that. But I didn't know about his grades. I'll ask him about that. Because he definitely has the good grades. Exactly, Kathy. And boy, it is definitely time for you to get a job. I cried when I put my daughter on insurance. It's not pretty, Jamie. It's not pretty. I promise it's not pretty. Especially for a male. Females are better than males when it comes to that. My son got a pickup, but one of our friends had a geostorm. If he paid insurance, it was his for school. $71. Oh, that's awesome. So I don't think he's really picky. I think a vehicle's a vehicle, but if he had his pick, that's what he would pick as a truck. Which, hey, we're all in Texas. Who doesn't drive a truck, right? I don't anymore, but I used to. I had my own truck. But it was a little Chevy S10 pickup truck. Definitely not a family vehicle. But Big Daddy has a truck. little son. My brother told his son he would match his savings, but he didn't know a nephew had. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, he hadn't had that much. He has about half that. So it'd probably be his is the down payment and Mama pays the rest. And a monthly payment is probably how that's going to go. If he takes the online defense driving. Ooh, we'll have to look at that. I need all the discounts we can get, that's for sure. She will never. No, I won't drive a car ever again. I've got an SUV. I had a wreck in my car. The last car I owned, I had a wreck in it. I had a big flatbed utility truck run over me as I was taking Austin to school one morning. And it totaled that car. And yeah, I will never have a car again. I'm making a gnome garland for Easter. Oh, Peggy, I would love to see pictures. Send pictures when you get it done. We have a new post every Friday, ladies, that is for everybody to enjoy and to put your goodies on. I would love, love, love to see everybody's creations. And I'm going to start doing it every Friday. And it's a show what you worked on this week. So something you're proud of, something that you enjoyed. And it doesn't have to be a wreath. It could be, you know, if you made an awesome dinner and it looked absolutely amazing and you want to show off your creation, that's your creation. We would love to see pictures of that too. So I want everybody to feel like they can post something and enjoy and let everybody else see what you love that you did that week. Because last week, I didn't post anything. When I started off, I said my win for the week was I survived the ice. So don't think that you can only put wreaths on there. So if you do door signs, you do scrapbooking, you do crocheting, painting, your kids, you know, because we all make beautiful creations in our kids. You can post them. So that's just for everybody to enjoy. So I would love for everybody to participate and show us what you're working on each week. Here in Ohio, if you had a red vehicle, you're in. It does here in Texas too, Jamie. We were talking about that with Matthew just yesterday. We were talking about insurances and what it costs. Yep, the color of vehicle and the kind of vehicle makes the difference on your insurance. If it's a highly, I guess, attainable vehicle that is in the market for being stolen, whatever time it is, that it costs more to insure those. Howdy, Miss Beverly. Remember, high school parking lots have no care for other stuff. Yes. So luckily, we're coming in at the end of the school year. So he won't be parking there long. And that's why we have to register the car with the school. So in case anything happens, then their insurances will. Gotcha, LaDonna. I just found you. Oh, Louise, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody tell Louise hello. She's new. She just found us. Where are you watching from, Louise? We're so glad to have you here. And let's everybody give her a great big Texas howdy. And we hope you will grab a drink, pull up a chair, and have a seat. Zip ties. This is a bicycle frame from the Dollar Tree. And we just put one zip tie at a time around each spoke. And we put 4 zip ties per spoke. So we've got 48 zip ties. Now one more, then we can cut this round. So if you're new here, tell us hello and let us welcome you in. We love to see new faces. And let us know where you're watching from. Louise is in Oklahoma City. But it's okay. We'll still love the Okie. My mama's an Okie, so we gotta love the Okies. Oh no, you didn't miss it all. We're still working on it, Miss Nancy. So let's cut these. First time watching from Massachusetts. Everybody tell Miss Gina hello. And let's give her a great big Texas howdy. We're so glad to have you here today. We hope you will grab a drink, pull up a chair and have a seat. And sit down and chat with us. And if anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We will answer all questions. Whether we have the answer or not, we'll definitely answer it. May not be the right answer. No, I'm just kidding. I will definitely say, I don't know. Make sure you give this video either a heart or a thumbs up, and we will get you an invite to follow our page. Unless you decide you already like hanging out with us, then go ahead and hit that follow button up at the top under those 3 dots and turn on your live notifications, and it'll get you know when we go live. The schedule is supposed to be Monday through Thursday at 1:30 Central Standard Time, because I am in Texas. I'm in Haltom City, Texas, which is right outside of Fort Worth. And we got 2 rows on. Look how cute that's coming. Well, wasn't sure how to use it. There you go. And I found the bunny frame and the egg frame this weekend too. So we're gonna figure out how to use those cuties. All right, now we're going in for our next row. Yes, don't forget we will have a sale on Saturday, and it's just a de-stash sale of things that I don't want, don't need, don't like. Yes, an egg frame. When I bought everyone they had too. How many cuts, Beverly? We've got 96 cuts because we've got 2 pieces of mesh per zip tie. You're going to use an egg and make a lemon. There you go. That's a good idea. I saw the cutest thing that somebody had made. The top of the bunny head, it's just the body, like a face and ears, but they turned it into like the backside of a bunny. So it looked like one of the bunny butts. Oh my gosh, it was too cute. So that's what I want to do. So again, we're going down about 1/2 inch. We're going to start our next row of petals. Jamie, they're cut at 10 by 10. We get 10-inch mesh and we cut our squares at 10 inches. You haven't been out of the house for 2 weeks. I made a lot of yesterday. I finally got out yesterday because Matthew made me. I'm thinking that egg frame will be really cute with putting, you know how we do the ornaments on the frames for Christmas? I think it'd be really cute to put plastic eggs on that egg frame. So we're going to attempt that. It will run out Friday. Yep, it's going to be cold again. You're welcome, Beverly. Thank you, Miss Kim. The mesh, Louise, was cut at 10 inches. So it's 10-inch mesh cut at 10 inches long. So whether your mesh is a 12-inch, you're welcome, Jamie, from Michael's, or a 5.5-inch maybe, just make sure that whatever your width is how long you cut it. So you want a perfect square. So if you have a 12-inch roll, make a 12-inch cut, 10.5, 10.5, and so on. So it doesn't have to be a perfect 10-inch roll. You can adjust and do it the same way with whichever size mesh you have on hand. So if it's 9.5 inches, cut them at 9.5 inches. You're welcome, Miss Jamie. I think the egg frame can make a great oval deco mesh wreath. Yep. I think you are correct, Miss Kim. I think it would be great as an oval. And I found some gnomes, some plush gnomes. So I bought a couple of those to put in little Easter gnomes. I wish that if they had more colors, I would have bought more, but they only had blue ones. So I bought a couple of those. What else? Is that all I bought? I think that's all I bought. It was a quick in and out trip. I was searching for black glitter balls, but you know, when you find other things, you buy other things. I bought some speckled eggs from Dollar Tree as well as 2 egg frames and put some raffia on the eggs. Oh, on the inside. I did. I saw that. It was super cute. Patricia and Kelly did that over at the Crafty Creative Circle. They do a live every day showing different crafting events or crafting projects. So they did that, making like a little farmhouse egg. Awesome, Louise. We're so glad to have you here. The deco mesh is my favorite to use. So if you hang out with us, that's what you'll see that I will do most of the time. I try to throw in something different. That's my goal. My New Year's goal for this year is to try something new every week. But my go-to is an 18-inch deco mesh wreath. So you will see that most of the time. Miss Kathy, if I can remember, I will do that. I told you I don't remember. I remember nothing. I got mommy brain. If it's 5 minutes down the road, I forget. So if I don't send you my address, Miss Kathy, holler at me and don't let me forget. I got rain right now and tomorrow. And then it's going to clear up for the weekend, and then it'll be back to rain next week. My puppy is 9 months old and weighs 55 pounds. Woo, that's a big puppy. What kind of puppy you got, Miss Peggy? I have rotten puppies. That's what I have. I'm telling you, Miss Kathy, it's bad. And it's a thing. It's a real thing. You'd think I'd be over that mommy brain by now, right? Not hardly. Especially since my baby is 17 now. But he's a teenager learning to drive. That's my excuse now, right? We can always use an excuse for something. Oh, Husky Boxer Mix. Ooh. So, yeah, I got you. Miss Peggy, I got you. Your puppy's 5 rounds full grown. That's a toy puppy for mine. Yeah, I had that CRS brain a lot, Miss Kathy. Matthew today, this morning. Mom, text me before I get out of school and remind me to pick up my VOE, which is a form that he has to have for the DMV since he's under 18. It's called a verification of education. So he has to prove that he's in school in order to get his driver's license under 18 years of age. So I was like, okay, you need to get that form so we can turn it in with all your paperwork. So this morning he's like, he was supposed to get it yesterday after we got back from taking the test so we could finish off his paperwork. And of course, when we get in the car at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, school lets out at 2:50, right? Mom, I forgot to go get that. Seriously, son? Seriously? You forgot? You had one job when you went back in to sign back into school was to get that form because you were right there in the office. One job. So he's like, text me when I get out of school so I can go get it. I said, okay. I said, but, son, that's going to be at 2:30. And I'll be on live at that time, so I can't text you. We'll do it at lunchtime or something. And about 9 o'clock this morning, he was texting me that he'd already got it. I said, that's my boy. Good thing you remember, because your mom ain't gonna. The older you get, the worse mommy regrets. They get involved in so much stuff you don't know if you're coming or going. Right, Kim? Yes. I have a biggie doggy and a little doggy, Stacy said. Let's see. Ida, I've got 4 zip ties per spoke. on the wagon wheel. So there's 48 zip ties altogether. A Sharpay Hound mix. I've got rotten ones. Carol has a 93-pound lab dog. I've got one of those that likes to run and jump in my lap when you're least expecting it. Especially when Daddy's chasing them. And they're playing. So then he runs and leaps right into my lap. And he doesn't land very softly. That's always a, oh, get off of me, you know. Time to set his alarm on his phone. Yeah, I should have said that, Kim. But luckily he remembered. So we don't have to worry about it now, thank goodness. My one and only daughter will be 45 on the 28th. That's Big Daddy's birthday, that's Faye. We got Kim's birthday coming up next week. Why the bigger they are, they think they want to be lap dogs. I swear. That's what happens. They get big and become the biggest babies. And toenails, right? And then they run from you when you try to cut their toenails. I have one. My Catahoula absolutely hates for me to cut her toenails. And she will run the other way when I pull out the clippers. Oh, your Samson runs the other way. Why is it? They want to run the other way, and their claws. So do kids. Luckily, I haven't had to do that in a long time. My kids, they took over that duty. Now, my older kid, I still have to do his. And I'm talking about the adult kid. AKA my husband. How can you stop them from wanting to nip at you? I have learned and started, Peggy, is instead of doing it in front of her with her paw out front, but if I pull her paw back behind her, then she can't see me and can't see what I'm doing. And that goes a lot smoother for us. Mine are too big that the groomers don't want them, Stacy. They only like them little pookie dogs. They don't like the big dogs. They want to act like they belong in your lap when they're tall. Yes? That's because the groomer also. I'm the boys' groomer. Good afternoon, Miss Lisa. I do all the head shaving, and I've cut their hair since they were little bitty. So I cut everybody's hair. And do all that myself. Got one more on the third row. And then we'll be on the last row. But even with all these pieces of mesh, there was 96 supposedly. Because I'm not sure how many I cut. But supposedly 96 pieces of mesh. And we've been out here an hour and 15 minutes. Not bad. I have a Catahoula Mary and a Blackmouth Cur and an Australian Shepherd Border Collie. And then if my stepson, bonus son, if I have his at the time, then that's a Rottweiler Husky. We brought a hanging apparatus or something. It's not coming yet. Quit doing his feet. Oh, I bet, LaDonna. I found one that chipped her, and she cuts the nails and bakes them. Nice. Ollie's a big dog. He's a cutie too, Stacy. He's probably nicer than mine. Good afternoon, Miss Phyllis. I talked Mike into getting a pedicure with me this weekend. Big Daddy's had one with me before, Kim. He loved it. Even after they quit doing it, LaDonna, didn't they still charge you the same thing? Yeah, that would aggravate me to no end. Most of the big ones are the sweet ones. I didn't say all, I said most. It's usually the little ones that are the real ankle biters, so to say. They have to make up for their size, I guess. My 3 big ones are gentle giants. Oh, I bet not. Not with the way your shoulder is, LaDonna. It's a zip tie cutter, Olga. It comes from Amazon. It tightens the pull of the zip tie, so it tightens it down even tighter than what I can do by hand. And then it cuts off the end of the zip ties for me. There are lots of different varieties of this out there. You can get them at Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight carries zip tie guns. You can find them lots of different places. Or my favorite is Amazon, because it brings it right to your door. My husband loves his pedicures. I had to drag him the first time. I did too. Yep, I had to drag Philip the first time too. So there we look with 3 layers in. Look how full that's getting. So much easier than one of them scary boards, right? So much easier than a scary board. All right. We are down to the end. You know what? Let me go ahead and get my glue on my cable mount so that can start drying. So Philip loves his pedicure too, but he just can't bring himself to spend the money to do that. I'm like, yeah, well, I can, so let's go. I have not, Olga. They all go right in the trash. Salad is made. Goulash is almost done. And garlic bread. Ooh, Timona. Timona's ready for what's for dinner. So, yeah, I guess since we're on the last row, we might as well get into that, huh? And I know you had a week to think about it, because I nobody asked you last week what was for dinner. So, now it's time for what's for dinner, ladies. Let's have everybody up, because I don't know. I don't know what's for dinner this week either. I can't get my children to eat goulash, Timona, or that sounds good. A yellow would look good on that. Yes, Dorothy, it would. Thanks, Joe. I just traded the dog groomer a Valentine's Day wreath for the next week. So there you go, Stacy. Bartering at its best. Whatever honey fixes. Ooh, he's got dinner duty tonight, huh? He's doing chicken Alfredo with garlic bread. Let's look garlic bread today. Yeah, no Alfredo here. No thanks. Something with chicken. Chicken seems to be a trend now. That's two with chicken. I don't even know what I'm going to do. No clue. It may be a fend for yourself night. That's what it might be. Stacy says pizza. Pizza's good. Dorothy says Taco Tuesday. That's right. But I had Taco Sunday, so I don't really want tacos today. Since having a problem, yes, Kim! Pork chops and sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut. Love sauerkraut. I either eat it with pork chops or with Eckerd sausage. But I just did my pork chops yesterday. I did pork chop casserole in the crock pot yesterday. Hey, Miss Becky. Glad to see you here today. How are you doing? Bats is having barbecue chicken. There's more chicken. Crazy about it. So if he wants a pancake, he will get a pancake. There you go. Peggy's having a roast. Roast is good. Maybe Domino's. Domino's is expensive. Do you know when I order from Domino's, you know, because we can't all share a pizza around here, I have to get 4 different pizzas. It's almost $100. I'm like, I'm not buying from Domino's no more. Because nobody can buy the $6.99 pizzas. They all have to have some kind of specialty. I'm like, seriously? And then I don't even eat a pizza at all. I get a salad with some of their boneless chicken wings. And so I have a chicken salad. I don't even eat their pizza. It's ridiculous. Pork chop casserole thing is the easiest thing, but the most delicious thing ever. You just take your pork chops, throw them in the bottom of the crock pot, sprinkle ranch dressing, ranch seasoning over the top of them, and then pour in a can of cream of chicken soup. Now, I use 2 because I have lots of gravy lovers, and that gravy from that is like the bomb. And so I use 2 cans of cream and chicken, so I have lots of gravy. And that's it. Put it on, cook it for about 6 hours. Yum! Good afternoon, Miss Lynn. Buy pizza at Sam's and bake it at home. I said, I'm just not a big fan of pizza. It's pizza. It's not the chicken carbonara. Philip eats that the Hawaiian one that's got the buffalo sauce and the pineapple. Ew. And then Austin likes the buffalo chicken with the white sauce. Always something. And then Philip likes hot things on his, so it's either got jalapenos and onions, all that nasty stuff on it. So now it's on, there you go. Right, Peggy? You get the $6.99 and you don't get none. That's why we got a Little Caesars. Because they don't have all them options. And I'm like, yep, that's what you get. You get Little Caesars. You order the pepperoni. They want specialty to buy their own. Yeah, Little Caesars. I agree. And so I don't go do Domino's. I had chicken and pork out on Sunday. Pork went bad. Oh! And I didn't have enough chicken for 5 people. For incoming freshmen. So I have to cook it tonight. Gotcha. Yeah, I can take or leave pizza. Now, a burger? I love a burger. I can eat a burger anytime. But pizza? I could take it. I could leave it. Jamie was going to make spaghetti with garlic bread. But hubby went to work early. So having leftover roast and potatoes. There you go. See, I don't do leftovers either, Jamie. Ours are bacon and pepperoni hand tossed. Bacon. Who wants bacon on a pizza? No. Not bacon on a pizza. Oh, that's not good, LaDonna. How can you not have a Little Caesars? You gotta have a Little Caesars. You know what makes me angry about Little Caesars? Is, you know, they promoting this online app, right? Where you can order it online and pick it up in the thing ready to go and don't have to wait and all that good stuff. But you can't do special pizzas. And of course, I have to have special pizzas. Because we all have to add something or take away something on a pizza. Can't eat it the way it comes. Mr. Matthew has to have light sauce on his pizza. At least he's eating sauce now. He used to not eat sauce. So that is something that new that has came about this year. Is he's eating sauce on the pizza. And then Philip has to have jalapenos on his. But you can't order specialty pizzas on that online app. I'm like, seriously? So I can't do that. I have to go in and order it and then sit and wait. No, it does not make everything better, LaDonna. Nope. Bacon does not make it all better. Kathy's having a taco salad for supper. I could eat pizza every day. Oh, Becky, not every day. And yes, it is expensive. Pizza's expensive. Of course you do, Kim. Yeah, but then you have to pay like an astronomical dollar if you build your own. Then it's like you have to pay for every single thing you add on it. Whereas when you go in, you can say, okay, I want a cheese pizza and then put pepperoni on it. And then they just add one topping. But if you build your own, then you have to pay for each and every little thing that you do. Awful. Oh, Becky, I hate that. Luckily, we've got a pretty good one. And one of Matthew's little buddies now that plays with him on football works there. So we get some extra crazy bread or some garlic sauce or, you know, a little bit of extra in our order. All right, let's see. We need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I need 12 more. And these are the curly up ones that I don't want. So I need to cut 12 more pieces. Thank you, Timona. It's getting there. So that's what we're looking like. So I'm going to cut 12 more. And you can put any color on here. You You can use the same color mesh. You can do multiple colors of mesh. You can use 4 different colors of mesh. My biggest problem is figuring out a center to put on here. That's always my problem. Hazel does the light sauce. I don't like a ton of sauce either. Now, I don't ask for it specifically, but Becky is going to be at 4 o'clock on Saturday. And I'm not planning on doing another 4 hours. Only planning on a couple hours this time. Call it in on your way. That would be nice if they would answer their phone, Olga. I've tried that before. They do not like to answer their phone. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 4 more. 96, Dorothy. Or 3 rolls of mesh. 96 pieces. Oh, you can do this one, Miss Olga. This is perfect for a beginner. It's nice and easy. And it will look beautiful when you get done with it. Yes, Central Standard Time, Becky. Well, this is a good way to use up a lot of that mesh because you can use 3 rolls on this one. So you're definitely going to use up some. 96 cuts, 4 tie wraps on each spoke, 2 to tie. You got it, Timona. You're welcome, Miss Dorothy. So even after cutting 96 pieces of mesh, it's not even taking us 2 hours to do this. So it goes really quickly. And no scary board. Nothing sounds good for dinner. It's the middle of the mesh. When I cut up that first roll, I just left the 2, and that's what I used to roll it up with. Let's try and do... Ooh, I bet a peacock colors would be beautiful in it, LaDonna. You can do black and white for bees, yellow or green and red for watermelons, beige and blue for every day. I had a bowl of cereal last night for dinner. Sometimes I wish I could get away with that, Miss Dorothy. From the time Matthew opens his eyes, he wants to know what's for dinner. So the minute he gets home from school, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? When he gets up, when he's not in school, by the way, what's for dinner tonight? I'm like, seriously? I just ordered some ombre mesh. Yes, Pam. Pam, you can do it. Ombre mesh will be really pretty with it. I like the red, white, and blue in it. I think that looks really good. I've tried that before, Becky, and you know what he says? Cool, we're having chicken nuggets. I'm like, no, I don't want chicken nuggets for dinner. Not that there's anything wrong with chicken nuggets. I had chicken nuggets yesterday. When I took him out of school for his driving test, it was during his lunch period. He would be gone, so I took him to lunch at Chick-fil-A. So I had their chicken nuggets yesterday for lunch. After doing the scary board, I can do anything. Absolutely you can, Pam. You can do it. You just have the confidence to do it. And know you'll be fine doing it. I don't like canes, Olga. I tried them. Because there was one that went in right across the street from the high school. I mean, perfect place for him to go, right? I was like, somebody was thinking when they picked that location for a canes. So they did a fundraiser night there for a certain amount of proceeds. It goes back to the booster club for the football team. So we went and ate there, and it was just soggy and yucky. I was not impressed at all with canes. How would you do a sunflower one of them? Very easily. You have your choice of petals. You can do the Dean Michaels petal, which would be really pretty as a sunflower petal. And the same way, you just put your zip ties on, fold your mesh up to your petal. Oops, I almost put that in by itself. And then add your flower center. You can get those flower centers at the wreath shop. Craft outlet. You can make your own. And that would be really cute. Yes, Miss Murray, he passed his test. Howdy, Miss Frida. Welcome, welcome. Nancy made homemade chicken strips last week, and they were delicious. Ooh, yummy. What you making on your new grill tonight, Miss Nancy? Cane's is like a, it's a chicken place. Kind of like Chicken Express. They have their own special cane sauce. It's a bicycle frame, Miss Becky. And there's 4 zip ties per frame. Or per spoke. We've got the Dollar Tree bicycle frame. You're not missing out. I'm telling you. You're not missing nothing, Miss LaDonna. Exactly, Mary. That's the bad part. Now you get all that fun with the other car. All right, last one has gone in. Get these zip ties cut off. It just now started raining, Pam. It's been raining here for a couple hours. I'm going to say it started here about 11:30ish. It's supposed to rain all day today and all day tomorrow. We're supposed to have rain around 3 o'clock today. It's not started. Well, hopefully it's just rain for you, Miss Peggy, and nothing else. Dorothy said she was still at like 70 degrees earlier. Oh, now she's saying it's getting dark. Yeah, it's dark here. People went crazy when Canes came here. That was about 4 years ago, before COVID. And now built the second one. Well, I'm glad you get good stuff, Olga, because I don't. And it could be that that was like brand new for them too. So maybe it was like opening time and not been good. I don't know. I just wasn't impressed, and I haven't been back since. So I haven't given them a second chance. Look how cute this is, ladies. Look how adorable this has turned out. It's been short downpours all day near Bastrop. My parents love to go camping down there near Bastrop. Look how nice and full that is. Right? And all your different petals, you have hidden all your wires in there. You don't see any of that frame. Look how cute. Now we're going to grab our sun. And we're just going to use a Chanel stem. Thank you, Miss Tammy. Thanks, Julie. Thank you, Miss Nancy. Thank you, Dorothy. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Sprite can. It's stinking adorable. So we're just going to put our Chanel stem, because it's got a middle hole right here, right in the middle. So I'm just going to put my Chanel stem right on each side of that, so I know it is nice and centered. And we'll just tie that on. Easy way to tie to your pipe cleaner there. And we'll just snip that off. Actually, we'll just stick it back in there for now. Oh, we're going to go ahead and cut it off. There's my wire cutters. And we'll just put that end right back in there. And there we go with our sun. Make you dizzy? I missed it all the way to church this morning and ran all the way home. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Miss Pam. Look at that. See how cute that is? And then we'll just put our Chanel symbol right at the top for our hanger. Thank you, Miss Kim. Thank you, Bonnie. 10 by 10 mesh, yes. No, it's on a Dollar Tree bicycle wheel, Miss Rita. So we've got it on a bicycle wheel. We've got 96 pieces of mesh. We've got 48 zip ties. We put 2 pieces of mesh per tie. And somebody asked me last week when I did the butterfly if we could do it on a regular frame. So you could definitely do it on a regular frame, putting the canvas in it, or you can do it on the bicycle frame. So now you know how to use a bicycle frame. Or one way to use a bicycle frame, that's for sure. Yes, ma'am, Miss Brenda. Replay will be up just as soon as we get off of here, which will be in just a few minutes. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for coming back and hanging out with me. Where did I get my zip tie cutter? It came from Amazon, Miss Bonnie. Thanks, Carol. This one is a No Easy. So there are lots of different zip tie colors. Thank you, Miss Brenda, for the 50 stars. Thank you, Olga. So, and I will probably tomorrow get this put on YouTube. So if you haven't yet, please head over to my YouTube channel. It is Mindy's Charms over on YouTube. And I am trying to grow my followers over there. It is free to subscribe on YouTube. And every time I try to put new stuff on there, once I get 1,000 followers, I can start doing lives on YouTube also. So I would love for you to go click like and follow over there. So we will get this put up over there. I have the butterfly on there, and then we'll put this one up right beside it. All right, so don't forget, Saturday live sale, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Lots and lots of goodies. Lots of goodies. Love to have you come and hang out with us and play and buy some good stuff at D-Stash. And we will be back tomorrow at 1:30 Central Standard Time. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderfully blessed evening. Bye-bye.